Vietnam makes half the world's Nikes, but it can't make the cloth they're cut from. And in 2025, that paradox nearly cost it everything. First, the win. When global brands fled China's tariffs, Vietnam won the China Plus One race. Today, it's the world's #3 garment exporter, nearly $40 billion in 2025, and it makes 51% of all Nike footwear. Then the roulette. In 2020, America threatened a crushing 46% tariff. It was cut to 20, then struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court in early 2026. But the exposure is brutal. Nearly half of Vietnam's garments go to a single market, the United States. Every tariff headline is an earthquake. And the deeper trap, Vietnam doesn't own its supply chain. Around 60% of its fabric is imported, most of it from China. Margins on cut-make trim are razor thin, and buyers keep demanding more cuts. The country makes the clothes, it doesn't make the cloth. Production clusters in the south, Ho Chi Minh City, Binh Duong, and Dong Nai, home to most of Vietnam's 6,000 factories and nearly 3 million workers. And there's a new gate, proof. American enforcement against forced labor has flagged over $560 million of Vietnamese shipments. Buyers must now trace cotton to its source or risk seizure at the border. The buyers tilt heavily one way. The United States takes around 47% of Vietnam's garment exports, over $18 billion. Then Japan, the European Union, and South Korea. So if you source garments from Vietnam, win it on proof. Trace the cotton and fabric origin for forced labor rules. Require a social compliance audit, RAP or BSC. Decide between full package and cut-make trim, and lock lead time and minimum order up front. Vietnam won the China Plus One race. The next race, owning its supply chain and proving it, decides whether it stays on top. That's what we do at Trade with Viet.